This will be a tutorial on how to do exercise number 425 on page 4-4 of your Introductory AutoCAD handout for the Shipyard Night School program. This is summer of 2023 we've got going now. Notice all three of these corners, if you will, or pivot points of this bell crank are identical. They all have an outer diameter of 1, and they have a inner diameter for the drilled through hole of 0.6. So once we make one of these double circles, we'll copy or mirror it to the other two, and then trim away the now eventually we'll trim away the outer circles, but we'll do the tangent to tangent line and the fillet across the bottom, then offset the two lines and the fillet inward, and then fillet the 6 sharp corners of this interior area, then trim away the pieces of the large circles, leaving just the inner area here, web, if you will, of this linkage piece. Let's start a brand new drawing. I'll click the new drawing. I'll turn off the grid as always, turn off everything except the 3 we've learned. O snaps are set to the 5, I always recommend. Polar tracking is set for 90, and I got dynamic input turned on. Let's start with this middle through hole and pivot point, if you will. We'll start the circle center diameter icon. Pick a point, and the diameter of this large circle at the top is 1. Zoom in a bit, launch the center circle icon again, O snap in the center. And the diameter of the hole through this pivot point is 0.6. Now we can copy it. There is a way to copy it in one step, but I'm still not used to dynamic input, so I'll do it in a couple of steps. I'll launch copy. I'm copy it to the left by 2.5 using polar tracking, and then we'll move it down the 1.25, 0.25, enter. Now the right pivot point is just a mirror copy of this using vertical center lines through the center of this top circles as the mirror line. So let's click the mirror icon, select the left 2 circles, enter, and O snap at any 2 of the O snaps or polar track right down the middle of the top circle. Hit answer this last question. No, I don't want to erase the original objects. So far, so good. Let's get the fillet from here to here. It can be done by circle, tangent, tangent, radius icon, but then we got the step of trimming away. So we'll save a half a second or so by using the fillet command. Click on the fillet command on the modify panel of the home tab of the drafting and annotation workspace ribbon. Brand new start from scratch drawing, start with 0 degree radius setting. So let's pick the radius option and change the radius setting to 3.5. Enter. Click where we expect the fillet arc to touch. There we go. Now the hard part, well, not really hard part, but we got tangent to tangent. Students have trouble with the tangent O snap because you got to use O snap overrides for as long as you got the 5 object snaps running that I suggest. So those snap overrides are only good for a single point. So we need to use one at this end, use another, invoke another O snap override and use it at this end. So we got to use two O-snap overrides because the line has got two ends. Let's go to line to get the, again, we're at just the 5 O-snaps we're using, not tangent. So let's hold the shift button and right click and pick tangent, O-snap where we expect the tangent to touch. And now we're back to the 5 O-snaps again, which do not include tangent. So let's once again hold the shift button down, right click and pick tangent, O-snap override. O-snap on the large circle at the top, approximately where you expect it to touch. Looks good. Now, having drawn one, we'll just mirror this over like we mirrored the circle. Click mirror, select the line, enter, pick 2 points about the vertical, or 2 points about the vertical center line of the top circle, hit enter. Now let's offset these 2 diagonal lines in this arc inward by 0.2 typical. TYP means if it looks like it, it is. It saves clutter on the drawing. Now let's click the Activate AutoCAD, click in the click on the offset icon, set the offset distance to 0.2, enter. Select a line, click inward. Select a line, click inward. Select the arc, click inward. That's all we're going to use. I'll hit enter or spacebar to conclude the offset procedure. Now let's fill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sharp points to form these little rounds here with the fillet command. Those are all 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. Typical again, all 6 of them have the same dimension. So we'll click fillet. There. I don't know why I keep pulling off icons too fast. We'll click radius to change it from 3.5 that it is right now, and change it to 1/8, which is the same as typing 0.125. We'll click near but not perfectly at each corner. The fillet command returns you the type of command, so hit enter each time you want to use it. Enter to use it again. Enter. Enter, click, click, enter, click, click. That's all we need of the fillet command. Now let's trim away the large circles on the 2 segments to make it as shown as in the handout. We'll click trim, click, since 2022 AutoCAD, everything's a cutting edge. We can take advantage of that, which is quite often the case you want. Only sometimes do you want to come down here and select just a few cutting edges. That concludes it. We're not going to place the red center lines, and we're not going to do any of the dimensionings. You haven't learned that yet in introductory class. Save it to your folder if you want. We might use this again in intermediate AutoCAD when we extrude it into 3 dimensions to make it kind of look like a bent I-beam with pivot points. That's all for now. See you next tutorial. Bye.